But guess who decided to use the N-word to bring up yours truly? Lil Hitler, Nick Fuentes.
Why would I? He's an idiot. Hey man, Tucker, them some hey man. He's a idiot. Brandon Tatum is an idiot.
I put this on my life. He would never say this to my face.
I'm gonna just say this. I think he would. I think he would. If you hit him after that, you would go to jail for it, not him. But I think he would. You believe in the First Amendment, right? Officer Tatum, you believe in the First Amendment, right? As a police officer?
You want to bet me? I will upload it on Instagram for you guys. If he would ever come and get in my face and say what he about to say on this thing, he would never do it.
I'm going to just say this, all right? It's a quick little disclaimer for everybody, especially Officer Tatum. I think this video going to trigger you a little bit. That's for everybody, but Officer Tatum, if this miraculously gets to him, he's going to be triggered.
Listen what he say. Roll it.
An idiot. Hey man, Tucker, some hey man.
We shouldn't blur it. I want people to hear what he's saying.
Brandon Tatum is an idiot. Dumbest person I've ever heard. He should get an education. Officer Tatum should get an education. He should learn how to read.
And maybe he got the reading part right. But everything else he said is crazy. He said the N-word. He said all kind of other stuff in his speech. We were trying to block it so they don't ban us.
I just need someone to tell me why he's getting so offended and why he's crying like a little kid. Like, he acting like he's in elementary school. Someone said something about his T-shirt, and he crying about it. Like, yeah, I get it. He said the N-word. But ain't you a grown-ass man? Ain't you supposed to, like, have tougher skin than that? No? Police officers aren't supposed to have tougher skin than that? So you're out on a patrol. I know you ain't no officer anymore, boy. You gave that a long time ago. I can tell. But I also know that cops can't do wrong in your eyes. My point being is, you out on patrol, right? And someone that's white happens to call you the N-word. Oh, one of the good old boys, right? So you can shoot him at that point? You need to chill the fuck out, bro.
Let's roll clip 402. And this is just a few clips I have. There's probably 400,000 clips of this fool just being a nut job. And Tucker brings him on, and people don't know this side of him, right? He go on PBD podcast, he go on people's podcasts, and they go, But then people don't know that this is the other stuff he's saying on his own platform. Roll the clip.
Hey, I'm a stone cold white nationalist, and I love Hitler, and I don't want Indians here, and I'm not a Democrat, okay? And I'm not woke, and I'm not liberal.
All right. And let me preface it too, because I don't want nobody saying, Brandon, you took that out of context. I watched the entire video. He goes on to act like, oh, we can't talk like this. We can't talk like this because it's bad. So he's doing that superfluously. So there's no additional context to what he said.
This is America. You're getting upset about something someone said in America. This is crazy. This is crazy. Yeah, no, I get you. Like, he's talking wild, but he's literally just doing it to prove a point, and you're proving the point that he's proving. You're literally proving the point that he's proving for him. Great job. You contradicted your whole argument. Great job. Great job.
403. Roll it.
It's like, lady, didn't your husband just get his face blown off like 2 seconds ago? And not to be insensitive about it, but everyone's thinking it. No one wants to be the no one wants to say it. Everyone's thinking it. Everyone was thinking it when she gave the first speech. Everyone was definitely thinking it at the memorial. Nobody wants to say it because it's inappropriate. It's insensitive. I am the troll, right? So I'll be the one to say it. I think it's super inappropriate. I think it's inappropriate. I think it's weird. It's bizarre. Something is off there, and I don't like it.
Honestly, with all the things I'm seeing right now, I'm kind of on Nick Fuentes' side. Crazy, right? That's crazy. Y'all wasn't expecting that. Well, y'all probably did. But anyways, my point being is, Officer Tatum, you're literally crying about something someone's saying, and he's only saying it because he's trying to prove the point that he can't say whatever he wants to say in America, the land where you can say whatever you want to say, right? First Amendment, freedom of speech, freedom of press. Like, what happened to all that? No, no, no. You just throw it out the door, right? But you're a cop. Well, you used to be. You used to be a cop, right? So you believe in the Constitution, Bill of Rights. You believe in it all, right?
But they're doing the Super Bowl commentators with the headsets on, doing a media table. They're selling merch, registering voters. They got pyrotechnics. Is this WrestleMania or is this a funeral? Like, what are we doing here? And then the day after the funeral, I'm getting 500 texts and emails. Erica Kirk here. I miss him. Every time I blink, every beat of my heart. Make sure to donate $5, $15, $25. It's like, okay. Then they're doing a show. Did you see the show today? And so prescient. I said it last night. I said, I'm getting like a fake vibe. I'm not, something's off there. And people say, well, everybody grieves differently. Yeah, I don't know how much mileage we can get out of that one anymore. Something's not right there. Very bizarre, weird vibe there. And did you see the show? Erica hosted the Charlie Kirk show this afternoon, and she's like, she looks like she's over the moon. She's happy as a clam. And again, who am I to judge? Everybody grieves differently. She's a very devout Christian. Some people say maybe that's just strength, that's resolve. I don't know. It's one thing if your husband dies, period. It's another thing if your husband dies at age 31, unexpectedly. It's another thing if your 31-year-old husband unexpectedly dies because he gets publicly executed with blood gushing out in front of thousands of people screaming and running away. That's like something that's altogether different.
I'm gonna go ahead and say this. All right. He's got a very valid point. I mean, I'm just thinking about it from my point of view, right? And I just know losing brothers, losing brothers. It's not like I can just talk about it like I be just getting so mad and all that. Like I just be getting so mad. It's just like I can't even talk about it. But she's been going on a spree of just so I don't know. I don't know. I'm waiting for that interview to come out. I think it was wasn't no Jesse Weber, James Waters, something like that. My point being is she doing the interview. I'm waiting to see what that says, but it is very very interesting the lack of feelable emotions that I've seen expressed. Like normally, even if it is on a video, you can only feel someone's emotions. I can't really. It feels like everything's staged right now. It doesn't feel. I don't feel any emotion, and that's what's got me so messed up on the inside. Like, she. A lot of people be fake. A lot of people be fake. A lot of this world that you see is fake. A lot of it's smoke and mirrors and propaganda.
Now think about if this was Charlie was alive somehow. He came back from the dead. What do you think he'll feel about a man talking about his wife like this?
I'll answer the question for you. I will answer the question for you. He would be pissed. Any guy would. Anyone would. They'd be wanting to get it back in blood. Shiesty. Not Charlie. He would do an old duel. No, he'd want to sit him down and talk to him. That's what Charlie would want to do. He'd want to sit him down, talk to him, and square him away. But the point I'm making though, the point I think a lot of people are making is, what if Charlie didn't know the woman he was married to? What if he didn't really know her? That's the point everyone's making, and that's what you're failing to acknowledge. And people can ask questions, okay? When you're that public of a figure, people are going to ask questions. That's just what comes with it. That's just what comes with it. If you didn't want to be that public, you shouldn't have became CEO, head honcho, started running things. That's the way I see it. And yes, that is what Charlie probably would have wanted, would be for it to stay in the family and for the family to be taken care of because of him, because he's squared away God. But my point being is that doesn't mean people can't ask questions and use the First Amendment. Constitutional.
I just want us to put this in perspective. You know, the guy can entertain and all this stuff, but bro, you disrespecting a man's wife though. You ain't just asking questions. You disrespecting the way she's grieving the loss of her husband. You out here saying that she's fake. It's weird vibes. What's weird about it? You think she's fake? You think she's lying? You think she don't really love her husband? Bro, that's disrespectful to somebody's wife. That's why I'm mad because, see, I'm not fake like the rest of these people. Like, I really respected Charlie Kirk enough to be like, dude, it offend me when somebody's coming after his wife.
Okay. All right. Officer Tatum's not fake. We seen him at the American Jewish Conference, and we seen the way he was talking, trying to cancel Tucker Carlson for having Nick on his platform, and for what he said for not fighting back enough. Bro, you are acting so un-American. You might as well take the APAC money and move to Israel. I'm being 100, because I have a strong suspicion that America is going to become America. You know what I'm saying? And Israel is going to become Israel. There's going to be a separation because I feel like the actual Americans are starting to wake up to what's going on. And people want their dang country back. They worried about what's going on in America, bro. We ain't worried about all the other propaganda. That's the best way I can put it. All the other propaganda y'all be throwing in our face. We ain't worried about it. I'm not. Put Jesus first, but shoot. Put my country before another country. Sorry.
We know Erica. My wife talks to Erica. My wife used to talk to Erica a lot.
Every day.
When she got married, she used to slow down a little bit, and I get it. She was having kids and stuff like that, so she wasn't as out there as she was before she got married and before she started having children. It's understandable. So there wasn't like a lot of communication as consistent as it was before. But my wife talks to Erica all the time. My wife talked to Erica just recently, or text her just recently. You disrespecting my homeboy wife like that. That's when I have a problem. And if you're somebody's real friend, if he came on my show, I'm going to confront him about that. I'm not going to just let it pass. Let's go to clip 404. Roll it.
Here's like my survival guide, okay? Nick's declassified survival guide. Okay, we had to say. Ned's declassified school survival. If you like that. Okay, we can't make jokes like that. That's not appropriate. That's racist. I get that. I disavow. I apologize. It's terrible.
I can go ahead and tell y'all Nick finna say something crazy. But y'all gotta listen to what he just said. He said that he was tripping. He said he's sorry and he apologized. He took it back. You gotta chill out, okay? Y'all gotta chill out. Don't get triggered too easily. Have tougher skin. Come on, America. Freedom of speech.
Nick's declassified survival guide. Here's some tips, okay? Rule number 1.
So you get it.
Carry a gun at all times. Now, rule number 2, about carrying a gun. This is what they'll tell you at a concealed carry class. You take any kind of class on firearms, and you should.
All right, enough of it. I think we heard enough. Let's go to clip 405. Roll it.
White people are every single bit justified in being racist. Every single bit justified, to the extent that that means going out of your way to avoid black people when you see them. Every bit justified. And you want to know why? Because we see what happens. And nobody is under any obligation due to liberal ideology to put themselves in harm's way. If you're a white person and you're going to work or going to the ball game or going to the city at night, you don't want to enter into the Terror Dome where you're suddenly in a sudden death match. You're like in the gulag in Call of Duty fighting for your life all of a sudden because you got on the wrong train car. Because a car full of black people pulled up on you by the bus stop. You turn and you walk the other way. You avoid their neighborhoods. You avoid going out on Memorial Day or Labor Day weekend at night in certain places. When you see them, you start walking in the other direction. And we are every bit justified because we see what's going on and we don't want to die. It's that simple.
So since Officer Tatum gonna say something stupid, I'm gonna say something less stupid. The same can apply for me. If I know Sand Mountain still got the clan out there. If I go up to Sand Mountain and I'm like, if I go to a sundown town, if I go to a sundown town and I'm out past sundown, that's called common sense. I mean, it might be stereotyping just a little bit. I don't even really consider it racism. I just call it common sense. Like it's the way America still is in certain places. It really is. Straight up. I'm just being a buck with you. I think that Nick is definitely taking it way too far. He's just definitely he's over dramatizing the whole situation. 1,000,000%, he's over dramatizing it. But I do feel like it is a problem in America that in certain areas, it is like the Wild West. Anything goes. In certain areas, it's the Wild West in America. And then for the most part of America, that's not how it is. But then you get to your inner cities, you get to the trailer parks out in the middle of nowhere, you get to the good old boy land. I mean, come on, be honest. It goes for both ways. It's just, if you look at the statistics, if you look at the stats, it's people of color that are exceeding. They're winning the race. All right, people of color are winning the race, and it's not. I'd say it probably would go blacks, whites, then Hispanics. Probably really blacks, then Hispanics, then whites, if we're being honest. And the reason I say that is because the cartel be making a lot of money off Americans. Straight up. Straight up. It's crazy. The whole situation's crazy. America has been getting crazy for a while. And we really need to get our together. All the way together. All the way together. From the ground up. From the ground up.
Racist. All right, let's get to clip 406.
Black Roy percent $25. Welcome back, brother. Even though you're not frickin' brother.
Good to be back, my brother. Here, come on, we're brothers. But hey, good to hear from you, Good to hear from oh, wait, I said we weren't going to say the N-word.
Here's another thing y'all gotta understand, bro. It's 2025. There's a lot of black people giving white people the pass. There's a lot of white people that really feel like they can just say that casually. That's something y'all really don't understand and y'all really don't want to admit. It happens too much. All right. There's a lot of people like Nick Fuentes doing it just to be funny. I'm not lying. Shh. Had to check some myself. I let a couple pass myself too. Just being honest. Being honest.
Well, that's not, it's just not like I said that other thing, that other thing. So we're cool, but I appreciate you. Hey, good to be back. I'm a friend to all. I'm a friend to all black people. I'm a friend to all people. Friend to human beings.
$10. I've seen some
and
good shows in my
animals.
time.
Now, it just said that don't be around black people and you got to be careful to get in a terror dome.
No, I get it. I get it. I get it. Nick be saying some really wild stuff. Really, really wild stuff. He has a message behind the things that he's saying. But oftentimes, him dramatizing it and him just doing stuff for clicks and saying things for clicks within the message gets misconstrued. But if you really look at the core meaning of the message, he's not wrong. I'll put it to you like this. If Officer Tatum was walking down the street and he saw a bunch of thugs walking next to him, he's going to get his gun ready. You know what I'm saying? Nick Fuentes is saying do the same thing, except don't get your gun ready. He's saying walk the other way. Officer Tatum going to shoot him. And Nick saying get away from those kind of people. The same can be said in the trailer parks. If I walk up in the trailer parks and I see a bunch of good old boys start riding in on some horses with some sheets on their head, I'm not gonna keep walking that direction. I'm just not. Like, you know what I'm saying? But my point being is, I feel like Officer Tatum just being stupid at this point. Bro's literally just being stupid. I don't know where he got all this emotional, all dramatic craziness going. Bro used to be a cop. Now he out here crying on the internet. He used to be a cop. Now he's crying on the internet because someone said something that hurt his feelings. Wow. Y'all go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate y'all tapping in. Y'all stayed around this long. Every like is a hug for Officer Tatum. You know what I'm saying? Being so emotional. He needs some hugs, man. Y'all send him a hug. Every like's a hug for Officer Tatum. I appreciate y'all being here, praying for y'all. Y'all stay up, stay safe, stay out the way. Peace.